Hello everyone, and welcome. I'm sure everyone is just as excited as I am. I mean, look at how beautiful these two are. Tonight is a night for great celebration and joy, not only for the bride and groom, but for all of us, their family and friends. We were all chosen to be here for a reason. Without loved ones and without loved, a wedding is just paperwork and a tax break, which is not nearly as fun.
By the way I ask, I'm not sure I am. What are we waiting for? When does it ever turn out the way you planned? I'm not sure that it can.
Now, before we get into what makes this couple so perfect, I need to talk about each of them as individuals and how impactful they are on our lives. I can confidently say that Connor is one of my greatest friends. He became a role model that I looked up to and took inspiration from. So it's hard to imagine where I would be in my life without him. He also taught me how to slow down and enjoy the little things in life, like on his bachelor trip to Gulf Shores, Alabama. Rather than ask for a rager in Miami or Vegas like we're in one of the Hangover movies, Connor wanted to go deep sea fishing. Most of us hadn't touched a fishing rod in literally decades, but every single one of us woke up at the crack of dawn ready to go. Thanks to Connor, we were all reminded of the satisfaction and excitement that comes with something as simple as catching a fish. Experiencing that with him and some of his closest friends will forever be one of my greatest memories. Now on to Sydney, one of the most beautiful brides I've ever seen, and one of the most loyal and loving friends. She is someone who is always curious to know how her friends are doing and genuinely cares about the answer. It is very rare to know a person who will put others' happiness over their own, and that's exactly who she is. She's a friend with a smile so contagious that you can't help but smile with her. Exactly. And someone who will sit down with you and listen to your problems and try to find a solution for them together.
Farewell to all we held on to. Been treating me well, but it's time for something new. Economy of all we've known, worth its weight in the gold. We'll spend in all of our tomorrows.
After these vows, you will say to the world, "This is my husband, and this is my wife." Connor, we'll begin with you.
Hello, Sydney Ray Webb. I thought because of who you are, it would be a lot easier to write my vows. I saved some notes and I had a few drafts, and yet I wanted to write 5 different versions. So to start, I stand here today to take you to be my wife and partner in marriage. I vow to love you and take care of you always, to grow old together and build a beautiful life with you. I vow to be your partner and protection for all of our adventures, one of which we were on when we met. I remember when we first started talking, we spent our days exploring around, and I remember how happy I was to share a bus seat on long travel days. I have to say, you still make me that happy every day, and just as you did then, you still give me butterflies in my stomach. The longer I've known you, the more you impress me. You're an amazing person with so much love to give. Your internal compass is always pointed towards fun, and you can also be the serious one. I love trying to make you laugh, especially since you're a comedian to me. I love trying to make you smile. You have all the warmth that makes home feel like home, and you're so bright it brings extra color to everything in life. You remind me and inspire me to do better without having to say anything. It only makes sense. You're an animal foster and child advocate. You have such an impact on not only me, but everyone around you. I vow to always hear you out and be understanding, and to try my best to change and grow with you. I vow to always say sorry or otherwise forgive you, and to throw in a back rub for any big mistakes. I vow to always lift you up and be on your team, to share in all your challenges and successes, to always make you feel as loved as you deserve, and to remind you twice as often. These are only a glimpse of the uncountable reasons I want to marry you, and only a fraction of the vows I could make to you. I love you, and I love that I get to spend the rest of my life with you, especially as your husband.
Sydney. Not yet.
Okay. My dear sweet Connie boy, I have rewritten these vows to you about 100 times. I really pride myself in my eloquence and my ability to articulate feelings and the essence of the people that I love, clearly. For the past year, I kept a running note on my phone of all the things I wanted to say to you, the promises that I wanted to make, and each moment when you still gave me butterflies even after all these years. The moment I knew I liked you was 7 years ago in Germany when we were playing that game to see who could go the longest without laughing. And I lost within seconds every time. Because when I am with you, joy flows effortlessly, in abundance and without reservations. But putting pen to paper, nothing measured up to you or how you made me feel. It was like trying to describe colors to someone without sight. How do I begin to make you understand what you mean to me? How do I promise a world that isn't mine to give, but you deserve every bit of? What do I say that sufficiently describes how you make me feel when there are some feelings that simply cannot be justified with words? When it comes to you, Connor Cudney, words fail me. You are the kindest man that I have ever known. Connor Cudney, I don't need you. I choose you. I choose you to build a big, beautiful, chaotic, worthwhile, adventure-filled life with. I choose you to endure universal joy, universal sorrow, universal life. My heart has loved you for 2,614 days, and I will continue to love you with each heartbeat and the gaps in between. You are not my first love or my last love. You are my love. And I promise to always choose you.
Then on every road that led us here was paved. You say very well then. Not every mountain we'd move would look the same, and so we'll never look the same.
Ryder, will you please pass the rings? Connor and Sydney, no one but you can declare yourselves married. You have begun it here today in speaking your vows before your family and friends, and you will do it again in the days and years to come, standing by each other, sharing all that is sweet and bitter in life. Each tender act, each loving word will be the declaration of what was made here today. Therefore, by the power vested in me, it is my joyful responsibility to officially acknowledge your union as husband and wife. You may now kiss the bride.
Are you ready? In a way it feels we've only just begun, but we're not the only ones. Farewell. Wait in the gold, we'll spend
turn when I roll up. Spin around like a donut. Got a feeling that I can't lose. Show it off like it's new shoes. I got something you can't explain. La la la. In a metaphysical kind of way. La 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 la. There's something magic inside